supply them. Even the suppliers are calling. I don't have the customers to buy your material. I don't want to take that call. Oh, dad is calling. He wants me to go and meet some relatives. I don't want to go. I'm just going to avoid his call. Oh, even friends are calling. They want me to go to a party. I don't want to go with them. Can't you see I'm so busy here trying to avoid calls? My God. And what are you all looking at me? Just go away. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to meet anyone. Please, just leave me. I don't want to give my speech.
Okay, come back.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, that was me about a few months back. I was the perfect format of PEM. Pessimistic, diffident, and fearful. I loved to live in isolation. I had all the excuses in life to say no to an opportunity. But one fine day on my birthday, I received a greeting card from my sister. You must be wondering, who sends greeting cards these days? But that was an e-card. No wonder my sister wouldn't spend a single penny on me. Nonetheless, the e-card was very beautiful, and attached to it was an animated fable. The fable was about a young lad who wanted to marry the daughter of a farmer. Now that sounded interesting. So I clicked on the link and the animation started playing. The young lad went up to the farmer to take his permission so that he could marry his daughter. The farmer looked at him in astonishment, and with a smile on his face, he said, you want to marry my daughter? You have to pass a test. Go out into that field and I'll release 3 bulls, one at a time. If you catch the tail of at least 1 bull, you can marry my daughter. The young lad marched into the field and stood in the center of the grassland, and I was awaiting the first bull to arrive. The barn door opened, and out came the biggest and the meanest bull he had ever seen in his life. The young lad got scared and thought to himself, the next bull will be a better choice. And he ran to the side in order to avoid the charging bull. The barn door opened again. And this time too, the young man was stunned to see a gigantic bull which was pawing his feet on the ground and fiercely looking at the young lad. The young lad had similar thoughts in his mind, and this time too he said to himself, the next one would be a better choice. And he ran to the other side of the fence and hid in order to avoid the raging bull. The barn door opened one last time, and this time a smile ran across the young lad's face. What he saw was the weakest bull, which was hopping towards him. The young lad positioned himself, threw his hands to grasp, but alas, there was no tail. There was no tail at all. And I jumped in excitement from my seat and I exclaimed, what an animation, Mama, what an animation it is. What an animation it was. But then a question popped up on the screen. What would the young lad have done to pass the test? I knew the answer was simple. It was on my lips. I slowly whispered to myself. If the young lad would have said yes to the opportunity in the first instance, he might have at least fought more of the bull's tail, maybe the second chance. And as I said that, I could feel my inner conscience telling myself that I had been no different from this young lad. I had always been trying to avoid opportunities in my life. I was shrinking with embarrassment. And only to reassure my self-esteem, I went back into the flashback and asked myself one question. When was the last time I said yes to opportunities? I know the answer is very difficult to answer. But then, it reminded me of my Toastmasters journey. Initially, when I was a Toastmaster for 6 months, my attendance in a meeting was a big 0. I somehow felt that I was not meant for Toastmasters, or Toastmasters was not meant for me. And then one day, Dad came up to me and said, Ravi, we all are going to Ovations 2008, the annual conference of Toastmasters at Bangalore. You want to join us? I don't know what went through my mind, but I said, yes, okay, fine, I'll join you guys, not a problem. And then I landed with a platoon of jolly good Toastmasters who were all out to have fun and learn at the same time. I learned a lot of things in that trip, and I realized that all the other Toastmasters were as fun-loving as I am. You know what? If I would have said no to that opportunity that day, that would have been the worst decision in my life. It was only because I said yes to that opportunity, I am standing right here delivering my fifth speech in front of all these amazingly adorable Toastmasters. So with that decision and the faith fresh in my mind, I decided that I'm going to say yes to every opportunity which I'm going to face in my life. Just like the famous quote which goes, a person who misses an opportunity and a monkey who misses a branch cannot be saved. But a big question you all must be asking, how do I say yes to opportunities? How do I say that? Friends, the answer lies in the question itself. Say yes to opportunities. Start saying yes to any circumstance, the situations. Start saying yes to the smaller opportunities, and one day our minds will open up to the bigger opportunities. For example, you may not like to drink tea, and someone might offer you a cup of tea. Go ahead, have it, taste it. You might either like the tea or not like it, but there is no harm. If someone invites you for dinner tonight, go ahead. You might learn new things today. If someone is frantically trying to call you, go ahead and take that call. There might be a hidden opportunity in that. Burn your boats, there is no looking back. But when you say yes, you're bound to win, you're bound to succeed, you're bound to come out of your fear of saying yes to opportunities. And remember, opportunities are never lost. The ones you miss will be taken by the others. I'm sure nobody here wants to miss an opportunity. So friends, let's take a simple step. Let's start saying yes to circumstances, to situations. Are we going to say yes?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.